Hey YouTubers, it's me, Carly, again, coming at you with another video. And today's video is going to be a Degrassi slash Girl Meets World video. And the Degrassi video, or the Degrassi part of this video, was inspired by Neon Diamond 101. And if you don't know who that is, I would highly recommend you go watch his channel. He does awesome Degrassi reviews. And Stephen Townbridge, who I recently just did I recently watched a rant of his on Drew Torres, and I did recently watch Neon Diamond's 101 rant video on the most on Degrassi characters he hates and that he finds useless. So today I'm gonna do my favorite and least favorite Degrassi characters and couples, and then the Girl Meets World video. Yeah, it's inspired by Smurf's vlog. So if you don't watch him, he's a big Blue Kaya shipper, and he's becoming a Rye-Arkle shipper. So, starting with Degrassi. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my least favorite characters for Degrassi. Let's talk about Mia Jones, played by the beautiful Nina Dobrev. I don't like Mia at all. She's just she's such a whiny and then she's like she's really mean to Liberty, like when Toby, Liberty, and her are cleaning off the locker. She's like taking everything and taking everything and taking everything. Like JT just died, and then like Toby and Liberty have been his friends since they were young kids. And then Mia's like, oh well, I was his girlfriend, I should be entitled to everything, and you should play my clip of him playing with my daughter, even though that might not scar you, Liberty, because you and JT had a kid, and that's like a huge slap to the face to you, but I don't care. Oh, and you're a robot, Liberty. Like, okay, she's sad. Just because she's not crying right away doesn't mean she's not sad. She's in shock. Her boyfriend was Liberty's, love. The love of Liberty's life was just stabbed and killed. Okay. By some random psycho that's just completely useless. And, yeah. He was just stabbed, and Liberty waited for 4 years to get with him. Okay? So I don't know what you talking about, Mia. Go away. She did get better in the later episodes. Next character that I absolutely cannot stand. Dun, da, 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 Peter Stone. Yes, I cannot stand him. I hate him. I hate him, hate him, hate him, hate him. The only time I could actually tolerate him was when he was with Emma, and he was helping her with an eating disorder. But I'm sorry, Emma's kind of a schmuck too, because she gets with Peter after he has filmed her best friend taking off her best friend who was drunk, taking off her top, flashing those bahubes around, and he films it, posts it online, and then Emma still gets with him? Like, what? That is just weird and creepy, and even Jay Hogarth, and I know that he was involved in the school shooting that got Jimmy shot. I know that he was the paint and feathers guy. He gave Emma gonorrhea, and a bunch of other girls gonorrhea and social diseases. But I don't know, Jay's just more likable. And then Peter gets Sean expelled from school. Not cool. And Emma like really cares about Sean, and then he doesn't even get in trouble for drag racing. And then he takes pictures he lies to Darcy about her online stalker named Adam, and then he posts the pictures online and he spreads them. He spreads like explicit pictures, not super explicit, of course, of Darcy around school, and people tease her. And then Darcy ends up getting with Peter and his really bad halitosis. Plus, I'm not a fan of Jamie Johnson as an actor. I mean, he does an okay job. He's just like not super great. And yeah, so I don't like Peter at all. I like really wish he just would not be there. And then in like later episodes, like Grace said something about, oh, well, what the hell does a 23-year-old man want with like a 16-year-old girl? And then he invites Maya to this party. Like, yeah, you're inviting Maya Matlin to a party with your friends who are like a tad older than you, like in their 30s or late 20s. That's not weird at all. And then he lies to his girlfriend about it, or his ex-girlfriend. Like, no, I did not invite her to this party, and I can hang out with whoever I want to hang out with. Like, okay, yeah, you can, but just keep in mind, Maya's 16 years old, and that might come across as a little bit creepy. Yeah, so no, don't like Peter at all. I cannot stand Peter. Another character that I hated, but I actually grew to love was Fiona. I couldn't stand Fiona because she was just like, and then she's like super mean to Holly J and Declan, and she's like jealous. But then I understood why, and then I learned, and then I grew. She actually became one of my favorite characters. So I can't say I hate her anymore, but I did hate her for a short period of time. Another character that I don't like, or actually, it's not so much that I hate this character. I just feel like they were underutilized, and was Hazel Aden. Now, I like Andrea Lewis as an actress, and I liked her in Cadet Kelly, but on Degrassi as Hazel, she just was like, oh hey, look, it's that black girl following Paige around, and she didn't really have much of a storyline. She got that Muslim storyline, that was it, bye. And then she got with Jimmy in detention because she was caught surfing porn because Sean imitated it out of her, pretty funny stuff. And she didn't really get much after that, except she helped Terry, and she tried to help Terry with the abuse, and then she tried to talk Paige into getting help after Dina raped her. And then she broke up with Jimmy because she saw things going on between him and Ellie and him, and yeah, no. She's just, no. I just feel really bad for the actress who played her and Hazel's character as a whole. And yeah, she didn't really do much except there was that time she got in a fight with Alex. Alex and Paige were dating, and then they got in a fight, and then they had a good laugh at them all, and that was it. Okay, so enough about Hazel. Another character that really had no reason being there was Bruce the Moose. Like, I don't know what his purpose was. He didn't serve a purpose. He shows up in the first appearance, didn't say anything. Well, lots of people do that. And then he's known for barking, and then he, like, bullied Jane and hit her and kicked her with Derek Haig, which we'll get to him in a minute. So, Bruce really had no reason for being there. And that hair, I'm sorry, that hair's gotta go. Okay, Derek Haig, we know that he's adopted and that he likes to hunt, and he went on a date with Emma once, and he's that Afro-y kid that hung around with Danny Van Zant, Liberty's brother. No, Derek Haig, nice guy. Couldn't get a girlfriend to save his life. I thought he had really good chemistry with Leah Chang. We'll get to her in a second. Yeah. useless character. There's like no reason for him to be there, and then he turned into a bully, like I said, and then like shoved Jane. Jane shoves him back, and then he kicks her and tackles her to the ground, and I just didn't like that. So bye. Leah Chang, who I mentioned earlier, has good chemistry with Derek Haig, and I thought they would have been a couple, but she's a compulsive liar, and she was awkward, and she just felt out of place. Another character that was weird to me, Shantae Black. Yes, there's a whole song about her, and she starts out in season 4 being friends with Manny's, and then like season 5 she's shown in gym with Darcy and Emma having her whole eating disorder. But Shantae, girl, you were there from season 4 to season 11, and they didn't make you a regular till season 8. So how old are you, and how many times do they have to frickin' retone the show? That was so annoying. Ugh. God, that was just really, really, really annoying. And my other, well, I would put Emma on the list, but I liked her friendship with Manny, and she's gotten better, but I didn't like Emma at some points because she was trying to hurt Manny emotionally because she was, getting some D from Jay Hogarth, and then he gave her gonorrhea. She wanted Chris. She didn't want Chris Sharp back, her ex-boyfriend, and then she was like super mean to Liberty about it. Like, oh well, if he dates Liberty, what are people gonna think of me? So she was like super embarrassed that Chris was dating Liberty and liked Liberty. And then she was trying to be popular with Paige in protest, and then blah 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 blah. She's an okay character. Mary McDonald's super gorgeous. Emma was like actually like really awkward looking, and then she grew into like this gorgeous woman. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my least favorite couples. Starting with JT and Manny. I forgot those two even dated. Yeah, like, I love both those characters, just, they were very weird couples, and I don't know. It was just, they were just weird to me. Like, JT did not belong with Manny, he belonged with Liberty. Like, Liberty and JT are relationship goals. Besides the fact that JT sold drugs and then Liberty gave the baby up for adoption, yeah. So, JT, Manny, no. That was awkward. JT was immature and made a lot of fart jokes. That made Manny upset, so yeah. Manny and Spinner. Again, both awesome characters, but they just seemed better as friends. And then, like, Manny deliberately ignored him one time at the school dance because, well, he was involved with the shooting, which is kind of understandable, but still, again, Spinners felt like complete shit. Oh, Spinner and Emma. Now, this couple oddly worked for me, but Spinner and Emma and Jay and Manny, like, first of all, Spinner lost his virginity to Manny, which is Emma's best friend, and then they end up married, and then Manny ends up with Jay, a person who is an F-boy, who stole a ring, was involved in the school shooting, got expelled from school, gave her best friend and a bunch of other girls gonorrhea, And then Jay ends up marrying Emma and Spinner. Like, I do like the couple Jay and Manny, but that's just weird. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care who you are, but that is just totally weird. What other oh, JT and Mia. Like I said earlier, no. Sorry. JT does not belong with Mia, and I only liked her with Lucas. Peter and Mia were okay, but JT was never really in love with Mia, and Mia knew that, so they didn't work out for me. Who else? Who else do I not like as a couple? Oh, I did not like. Well, Jimmy and Ashley were okay, but I don't really like Ashley very much because she's controlling and manipulative, and she like erased Jimmy's rap from the song, and so yeah. Who else? Oh, I like Craig and Manny, but then again, then the minute Craig started doing drugs, and then he's always going back to Manny whenever things go wrong, and that's just like, I keep running back to you when things are not right in my life, so that's an unhealthy relationship. I'm debating whether Claire and Eli. Now, they're like a really awesome couple, but Eli freaking manipulated Claire. He punched her in the face, even though I can understand why. He crashed his hearse into trying to make Claire stay with him. So yeah, that's not very healthy either. Not a healthy relationship. Okay, so but I do like Eli. Oh, Drew and Claire. Oh my gosh, what were you writers thinking on that day? Like, are you serious? Drew and Claire. It's like, oh hey, he was with Sally, so now I'm gonna take Claire and Drew and then slap them together. No, that just didn't make any sense. So no on Drew and Claire. I didn't like them together. Now moving on to my favorite characters. I really no. Oh, one more thing. The other characters that I don't like are Zoe. She's okay at times, blah 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 blah. Zoe and Grace, that was a weird couple to me, and I liked Miles and Zoe together. I really wish they would have been a couple, but they're both gay. Well, Miles is bi and Zoe's a lesbian, so anyway. Now favorite couples. Jane and Spinner. They're just so adorable. Too bad Jane cheated on him. Jane and Spinner, and I really wish that Danny Van Zant would have been. I wish it would have been Jane and Danny as a couple because I thought they would have like been really cute together. But oh well, that doesn't happen. Spinner and Paige, really love those two together. Super cute together, and I liked how Spinner was willing to beat up Dean for Paige, after Dean had raped her. Shame on you, Dean. So I really shipped them. Plus Spinner and Paige. Plus Spinner was Paige's first, as in consensual, not Dean. I'm talking consensually. So yeah. Another couple that I really enjoyed. I really liked Drew and Bianca. Now, I know Bianca was in a gang, and she got Adam. She's like one of the main reasons Adam got thrown through a door, so I'm like, bye Adam. No. I'm like, bye Bianca. But then Bianca changed for the better, and then, yeah, Drew's kind of a F-boy. Like, he can't keep it in his pants. I mean, he had sex with Zoe, and I do agree with Even Seth Rogen, aka Mr. Simpson, said that it looked like the older brother having sex with his sister, and that kind of is what it looked like. So no, Zoe and Drew. I only ship Drew with Bianca. Another favorite couple. I really wish that Holly J and Spinner could have been a couple because I thought they would have been really cute together. And although they kind of have like a sibling relationship because Spinner gave Holly J really great advice. And then there's like a promo of Charlotte Arnold and Shane Kibble, aka Holly J slash Spinner, making out. But they didn't actually get to become a couple. Uh, I actually really liked Peter and Emma together because Peter was now don't mistake me now. I don't like Peter. I cannot stand Peter. He's a disgusting horn dog. But anyway, I do not like I did like them as a couple because Peter was actually nice and caring and like cared enough to tell on Emma with Manny, was willing to put aside the differences and came together to help Emma with her eating disorder. But that's like about the only time I like them. Darcy and Peter because they're just Darcy was are I liked Spinner and Darcy together because Darcy really brought out the best in Spinner, and Spinner was like a really good person and we got to see a more vulnerable side of Spinner, and I really wish that. Oh, another person I wish Spinner or Jimmy could have been with was Terry McGregor until she got knocked into a coma and moved to a different school, and then Rick got bullied and blah 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 blah. I really wish she would have been in that episode because I wonder how she would have dealt with this situation. But oh well, that doesn't happen. Mwah. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the Degrassi couples. Oh, another least favorite character that I don't really like is she's a newer character from Degrassi. The Next Class is I do not like Goldie, who's I think her name is Goldie. She's the Muslim girl. No, she's such a frickin' SJW. I can't stand her at all. And no, don't like her. She just gets on my nerves. Okay, that's it. Oh, now for Girl Meets World. Girl Meets World. I don't know how some of you Ruckus shippers who have. No, I respect whoever you ship. However, like I used to be a Ruckus shipper, but now I'm kind of not because they don't even they're supposed to be a couple, but they don't even act like a couple except for the time that Ruckus carried her into the class. That's in an upcoming episode. Girl Meets, she don't like me. Yeah, so Ruckus does not act like a couple. Like, I don't understand how you can sit there and say Lucas loves Riley. Like, no. He didn't even encourage her at the cheerleading tryouts, and Riley didn't encourage him to play football. But it's always been Farkle. Farkle has been there. Farkle has been there for Riley. Farkle gets Riley, okay? Like, and I know the show is not about ships, but who cares? I like my ships. Okay? We can all enjoy our ships, even though you want to sit there and say, it's not about ships. Yeah, I like my ships. And, can someone please point out to me how Lucas is Topanga? Don't worry, I'll wait. Exactly. Farkle is the Topanga of the show. Weird names. Had a growth spurt. Both of them grew. Farkle grew up super handsome, by the way. And they both wanted to rule their countries, and they're straight A students. So yeah, oh, and I really, really enjoy Smackle. Smackle is one of my favorite characters. However, I don't like the way the writers have used her because, once again, she's another girl after Lucas, and like, okay, I'm with Sparkle, but I'm thinking about Lucas in a sexual way, and that's not okay. Like, I'm sorry. And then she doesn't even bother to hide the fact that she's crushing on Lucas. She's always flirting with him, which is super annoying because she is a much better character than that. And give her something more to do because I really like Smackle, and I'm glad to see an autistic girl on TV. But like, let's meet her parents. Let's meet her grandparents. Does she have a sibling? Uh, what's her favorite food? Where did she come from? Where was she born? And all that, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I'd like to learn more about Smackle. Glad I learned about Zay. Once again, Lucas is my least favorite character on Girl Meets World because he's an F-boy and all he's done. Okay, I don't hate Lucas, just to clarify. I just think he's just so bland. We didn't even get to learn his story. Well, I mean, rumors has it there's a deleted scene that he's Russian in Girl Meets the First Lady of New York. No, we didn't even get to meet his. We didn't get to learn about Lucas. Instead, we learned about this kid named Nigel, which is totally fine. And he's from Cambodia, and then he's talking to his grandma, and he speaks 3 different languages. We learn more about one character that isn't even around very much, more than we actually learned about Lucas Fryer, and he's had no development. All we know about him is that he's from Texas. He's from Texas. He has a Pappy Joe. He seems to have conflicts with his father. He's only mentioned once that he has a mother because Maya is the only one who has met her. And all of his storylines have like Maya and Riley intertwined with them. And no, okay, the only storyline he did get is that he has anger issues and that he was expelled from school and he missed a whole year and that he's a whole year older than everyone. But we don't really, he's just so vanilla. Like, give Lucas more to do. And some of my favorite Girl Meets World episodes was Girl Meets Riley Town and Girl Meets Flaws, because Sparkle and Riley were bullied. Not that I like the fact that they were bullied. I just feel bad for the fact that they were bullied, and that was some of Rowan's best acting. I think that Corey Fogelmanis has really stepped it up as an actor, aka Sparkle. I think he stepped it up as an actor, and I really did like seeing Rowan. I think Rowan and Sabrina Carpenter are amazing actors. And I actually want to see more of a serious side to Zay, like when Zay goes to Sparkle, I'm here if you ever want to talk. Sparkle goes, me too. So that was really nice to see Zay have a serious side. No, well, we all know that he has a serious side, but it's like nice to see that we can bring it out and he's not hiding under the turmoil. So yeah. Oh, what else? Oh, another show. Now this video is getting to be like 30 minutes long. This is the longest video I've ever recorded, so yucky. My next video will be about my least favorite, or characters I love and characters I really don't care for. And I want to do another Arrow video. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if it seems like I'm rambling on for too long. And, yeah. enjoy, subscribe, and click down below.